Okay, so the question here is I have confidence issues, and the main reason for is in high school, a group of my close friends were constantly talking behind my back. This has affected me years later into my childhood. What do I need to do to move forward? Okay, so because of this, I have drawn out some cards here. So these two cards here is the uh, past energy, and then after that I have the current energy, and then the future energy, and then the advice as well. Okay, so first the past energy, what it shows me, these two cards, is that what it shows me is that apparently these people who were talking behind your back, they were previously your good close friends. So you had a good close relationship with them, and then something happened where I'm getting the energy, I'm getting the feeling that you were put into some kind of a privilege position, okay, and they felt that it was not fair, okay, and then after that, this is how the talking behind the back started. So it affected your confidence is because these friends were your like really close friends, and you treasured them, you treasured the friendship, and then suddenly it's like almost overnight it just happened where this situation where you're put in a more privileged position, and it started them to kind of like not trust you anymore, and therefore they talk behind your back. And usually people who talk behind friends' backs is because they were really close, and which is why they talk behind your back, because if you're not close friends, why would I want to waste time and talk behind your back? So definitely they wanted to somehow get back at you, that kind of thing. So there was some bitterness here. So there was some bitterness. Now, what happened if the situation would have been resolved back then you would get this Ace of Pentacles, whereby if the situation had been resolved, then it would be, you would establish the friendship again, but it was never resolved. Okay, so this was a question when I asked, what if this was resolved? But it was never resolved. But if it was resolved, then there's a good possibility that your friends and you would have gotten back together again. Okay, but anyway, that's not the case. So right now, this is the current energy. So the current energy is what I see is that you're thinking about it, how to resolve the situation. And guess what? You're not the only one. Those people who are talking behind your back, they're also thinking about the same thing, whether what they did was correct or not, and so on. Okay, so definitely you're thinking about it, and it's also playing on their minds, okay, especially if you people were good friends, whether they did the right thing and all that. So it's not only you, but they also. And yeah, the reason why they also talk behind your back is because maybe you're the type of person who takes it so personally that this is a way of them, and they figured it out because you people were really close friends, and they figured it out, and that this would talking behind your back would hurt you the most, and which is because apparently when you were put in this privileged position, they were hurt, so they just wanted to get back at you, kind of like tit for tat. Yeah, it's very immature, but that's what happened. Okay, so anyway, so the two parties here, you and them, you are thinking about the past situation and how to move on. And here is like you're also thinking, should you contact them? Okay, should you contact them? And they're thinking, should they travel towards you? Okay, so there is some kind of energy where both parties are thinking about reconciling with each other. Now, so this is the future energy here. I have to say it doesn't look very promising, but okay, so this is what's happening. It's like you want to offer some kind of a reconciliation, not necessarily an apology, okay? Because what happened here, back here again, is like you were put in a privileged position, and it just got to them. Does it warrant you to apologize to them? I don't think so, okay? And also here it shows that, did they do the right thing? So you were not necessarily, you did not necessarily do anything wrong, okay? So that is why here it comes to offer a kind of reconciliation, not necessarily an apology. So the thing is, what's the energy with them? So this is your energy here, where you want to kind of like offer a reconciliation. But for them, it's like they have moved on. They have moved on, and at the same time, I get this card, the Four of Pentacles. Maybe you people, both parties, are holding on tight, holding on to your past interpretation or your opinions. Okay, this could also be them. Okay, where they're holding on to their past opinions and their past interpretations, but more or less they are not as hung up over the situation as you are. You seem to be like very apologetic here, okay? And here, yes, they're not as hung up, and it's very easy not to get hung up, especially when they feel that they were not in the wrong. So here, once again, they have come to some kind of a judgment, saying that they're in the right, and that you were kind of like in the wrong, and that you should approach them for reconciliation, or you should be the one apologizing. So they're really holding on to that, but they are not as hung up on the past as you are. Okay, so you seem to be really apologetic. Okay, so they are holding on. They kind of like hold on to the past, okay, or to their opinions or to their interpretations. And this is, okay, anyway, that's the way it is. So the advice here for you is, that whatever that happened, okay, whoever's in the wrong, whoever's in the right, it doesn't matter, okay? So you have to still your mind. You have to make your mind still. Right now you're so hung up over it, and you're thinking so much about it, that the way forward here is to just not have any judgments, okay? That means close your eyes to what is wrong, what is right. So when you do close your eyes to what is wrong, what is right, your mind can have stillness, okay? And that's what you need. You need your mind to be still. So right now your mind is like jumping everywhere. Did I do wrong? Did they do wrong? What actually happened? And you're replaying it. So you'll never have peace of mind. So what you need to do is you need to, and in order to have the peace of mind, what you need to do is you need to stop passing judgments, okay? You should stop saying whether the past, whether it was your fault, whether it was your fault, their fault, it doesn't matter. You have to stop passing judgment on who's right, who is wrong, on whether you're wrong, on whether they're right, on what happened in the past. You have to stop passing judgment, okay, on everything. And once you do that, then you can have clarity of mind, and then things become more clear. Things become more clear. What happened is that you can start moving on in your life into new relationships, or who knows, maybe these friends of these so-called, the people who talk behind your back, they would come back to you, because that's how the universe works. You stop pushing out these negative thoughts, then the situation that comes to you would be absent of negativity. So you got to stop exuding this negative energy in order for the positive energy to come in. And positive energy, what happened is that this is the, because you asked, okay, so you asked, what do I need to do to move forward? Okay, so what you need to do to move forward is you got to stop passing judgment, okay, on everybody, and including yourself. You got to stop passing judgment on what happened in the past, whether it's right or wrong. You have to stop passing judgment on yourself. You have to stop passing judgment on them. Okay, so in this situation, there is nobody right, there's nobody wrong. Um, the past, stop passing judgment on the past. Then after that, you will get clarity of mind. Okay, so once you get clarity of mind, positive energy will flow in, positive relationship will flow in, and the important thing is you can move forward in life, with happiness. So I also um, pulled out some cards. Okay, so these are the cards. What is the message for you from the spirit? Okay, so here it says, in stillness I receive. Okay, that means to still your mind, which is what goes back here again. You need to still your mind, and in order how to do that is to stop passing judgments. Okay, then you have to still your mind, and then after that, in stillness I receive. In stillness you receive your clarity. Okay, so here, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. So you need to surrender. Okay, so the thing is how to stop passing judgment. You need to surrender to the universe. Whatever happened, happened. Do you really need to come forward to a reconciliation? It's up to you, but you can only do this if you accept the situation as it was, without any judgment, without passing any judgments. Then your mind is clear. Then if you want to, you can go ahead and offer that reconciliation if you think it's important enough. Okay, so that's the thing here. Now all these cards, when I pulled out, it's not that I like pull out a certain card just to match with this. No, I just pulled out the cards and this was what came out. Okay, so basically the universe is asking you to surrender it to the universe. You have this which is playing in your mind. You got to stop passing judgment and just surrender to the universe that whatever happens will happen. Okay, just let the universe do its thing. And then eventually what I'm getting here, the energy, is that you will get a clarity of mind. You will be able to move forward. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.